most of my life has been worldwide concerts. But I kind of developed this little MO, this little modus operandi. You didn't know I spoke French. But when I was done with a concert in New York, then I'd go up to the reservation up north. I'd go up to Akwesasne and hang around with Mohawks there. And when I played in Melbourne, when the concert was over, I'd go and hang with Aboriginal people there. And you know, same thing after a concert in Stockholm or Oslo. I'd head up north to the Arctic and hang with the Samis. You know, nobody had ever heard of a Sami, in my circle. But these are indigenous people all over the world, and I found out we have so much in common in having been colonialized, yeah, but in what we still retained from before those times that we still had managed to hang on to and see as valuable. So I've been very lucky. I'm here with you today as a person who's been so fortunate in the world of art and travel and music because of my life in the arts. And I've also seen the breadth and depth of indigenous talent in other native artists, even in other countries, as well as the gulf of unnecessary ignorance that still today impedes our working in the mainstream at our highest level. And yet, still today, I believe we can do this. Do what? Connect indigenous art and culture bearers with a needy public, starting with our own. I really think we have got to bring the medicine of the arts to the patients. Most of all, we have the need to apply the medicine of the arts in our own communities. If you're an artist with the gift of a mission, sometimes you have to carry the medicine for a long time. It's important that you not put it out there before it's needed, where it will be dissipated. You don't want to waste the medicine before its time has come. Timing is important, and I believe that soon the time will come for indigenous artists to connect in ways that the present public cannot anticipate. They don't have the experience. They don't have the Indian experience because they've never met an Indian. But many, many people, when they come into our communities, then they get it. It's just a matter of experience. You know why the television series The Sopranos was so good? It's because all of the cast, the writing, the producers, the directors, they all had the experience of that community. See, that's why it was good. And we really haven't done that. That's down the road a little. I believe that Native Arts and Culture Foundation will continue to ripen and connect art and culture to communities, large and small. I think we're really onto something here. I think we got a great group of people. Communities, large and small, indigenous, mainstream, could benefit from our work. But to tell you the truth, you know what I think we need after all this traveling? What I think we need is a showcase or a template, you know. I'm not making a proposal here. I'm trying to describe one thing that might work. You know, it's real hard for Canadians to believe, but I understand that most Americans have no idea how far ahead First Nations people in Canada are with regard to prominence in the arts and culture, as well as everything else, every other field. I mean, you can't pick up a newspaper in Canada, large or small, on any day and not find several stories about First Nations people. It is so different than it is here. Seldom do you see a story about First Nations people here unless somebody's picked up a gun. I was told by a publicist when I was looking for somebody to help with public awareness for the Cradleboard Teaching Project, which is an initiative of my foundation. I was told by this publicist that if instead of my project being about connecting kids and core curriculum through Native American perspectives, he said, if only you could give it the twist so that it's about alcoholism. And I said, what? He said, I'm sorry to tell you, but if it bleeds, it leads. An Indian with a gun. We have to overcome this and turn this around, and we can. In Canada, as early as 1978, we began building Aboriginal television networks that originated and served the far northern reserves. And by 1999, APTN, Aboriginal People's Television Network, was launched nationally. Oh, to 350 people? No, to 9 million homes. 9 million homes. Via cable television, direct-to-home, and wireless service viewers. And in Canada today, there are 3 major award shows, televised award shows in prime time, equivalent to the Grammys, shown on Canadian TV across Canada, and not on APTN, but on the major networks. 2 to 3 hour shows celebrating music, the arts, and culture. And every year it happens. Can you believe it? Can you imagine if we had 3 major award shows celebrating the arts in Native America? We reach every province like that. 3 different Aboriginal award shows. Lots of artists, record companies, powwow groups, classical, jazz, rap categories, managers, agents, club owners, songwriters, Aboriginal arts and entertainment. The reason I'm bragging on Canada is to let you know that it can be done. There's a lot to be learned there. We're no less talented south of the border. But NBC and CBS are not going to tell you because they don't know. They don't even know what they're missing. We can help our Indigenous artists to deliver their own medicines to the millions who, I believe, would welcome it if they ever got to see it showcased in great ways. And recently I visited FNX in San Bernardino, California. FNX stands for First Nations Experience, and it's a brand new, newly launched television network dedicated to Native American programming of all kinds, and I sure wish them good luck. Keep an eye out for that. Support them if you can.